before I nod off. Right, thank you very much for joining us. It is Thursday the 14th of April, back live and back live again on Saturday as well. But before that, Thursday comes before Saturday. So let's get into it. Let's push the go live button, Jay. That would be a good start. There you go. We kick off as we always do with the picture round. 10 random pictures, starting with this. Number one, name the company from this logo. So name the company from this logo. Ah, that's what Barney the dinosaur was doing in there. Right, okay, makes sense now. Number two, this is George Clooney, pictured here filming here for which bread maker? So this is George Clooney pictured here filming for which bread maker? Number three, name the book from this cover. So name the book from this cover for number three. Number four, name the app from this logo. So name the app from this logo for number four. Number five. Oh, number five. Which country does this lager originate from? So which country does this lager originate from? Number six. Who is this? So who is this for number six? Number seven, what is this? So what is this for number seven? Number eight, name the author pictured here. Sorry, very funny comment in the YouTube saying, no, never mind, about the picture round and not knowing celebrities. There we go. Name the author for number eight. Number nine, name the character pictured here. So name the character pictured here for number nine. And number 10, who is this? So So who is this for number 10? So entertainment then, TV, music and film for you. Here we go. Number 1. According to the opening line of the song Killer Queen by Queen, where does she keep her moe and Chandon? So according to the opening line of the song Killer Queen by Queen, where does she keep her moe and Chandon? You'll end up having to sing it. Train. Dun, 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 dun. Number 2, which film completes the Cornetto trilogy? So which film completes the Cornetto trilogy? Number 3, which TV show opened with the following lines? Space, the final frontier. So which TV show opened with the following lines? Space, the final frontier. Question 4, who teamed up with George Michael to form Wham? So who teamed up with George Michael to form Wham? Number 5, Best Picture at this year's Oscars was Coda, which stands for Child of what adults? So Best Picture at this year's Oscars was Coda, which stands for Child of what adults? Number 6, I've done some of these before. So which TV show, start again, which TV show's opening title sequence starts with a flyby of space, not off space, of space, followed by a fast run through of key moments in history, and ends with the main cast sat on a sofa eating? So which TV show's opening title sequence starts with a flyby of space, followed by a fast run through of key moments in history, and ends with the main cast sat on a sofa eating? Number 7, name the song from these lyrics. My boot scooting baby is driving me crazy. My obsession from a western. My dance floor date. So name the song from these lyrics. My boot scooting baby is driving me crazy. My obsession from a western. My dance floor date. Question number 8. Who played Molly Jensen in the 1990 movie Ghost? So who played Molly Jensen in the 1990 movie Ghost? Question number 9. Marcus Bentley was the narrator for which long-running reality TV show up until it was cancelled in 2018? So Marcus Bentley was the narrator for which long-running reality TV show up until it was cancelled in 2018? And finally, question number 10. Kevin Sim replaced Marty Pellow as the lead singer of which Scottish group? So Kevin Sim replaced Marty Pellow as the lead singer of which Scottish group? So round 3 before we take a short break, and I was sat at the gate waiting for flight back and watching Sarah doing one of these sort of, it's not like a crossword, but it's one of those arrow fit word things. And she kept giving me cryptic sort of clues, and I was trying to work out what on earth she was going on about. And I thought, actually, do you know what? This might make a very, very interesting round. So here it is. It's quite simple, cryptic questions. So because this is the first time I've done it, I've made it slightly easier by telling you what it is that I'm looking for. Next time I do it, I won't. But we start off, it's straightforward. So number 1, looking for an appliance. The cryptic clue: a small greeting will help you cook. Just for clarity, I checked these on Beck at about 7 o'clock, and I think she got 7 or 8 out of 10 without any hints. So question 1, I'm looking for an appliance. A small greeting will help you cook. Number 2, I'm looking for a TV show. If old items went on a trip. So if old items went on a trip, name the TV show. And even if you've never heard of the TV show, you might be able to still work it out. That was my theory anyway. Number 3, name the pop group. Aromatic substances combined with women. So aromatic substances combined with women. Number 4, this is a name. I'm looking for the name of a drink. You'll find me guarding the Tower of London. So you'll find me guarding the Tower of London. Number 5, this is the name of a place that I'm looking for. If a mafia boss was on wheels. So name the place. If a mafia boss was on wheels. Number 6, name of a movie wanted here. It's an annual carnival or a British love story. So an annual carnival or a British love story. Number 7, the name of a pop group, please, for this one. If Andrew, David, George, and Patrick teamed up to form a pop group, they would be called what? So, name of a pop group. If Andrew, David, George, and Patrick teamed up to form a pop group, they would be called what? Number 8, name of a place for this one. Time to relax, unwind, and wash away your troubles. No, I'm not going to correct myself. Really, that should be a different word at the beginning, but never mind. It's name of a place. That bit's right. But time to relax, unwind, and wash away your troubles. Name of a place. Question number 9, name of a movie. F.E. Human. So F.E. Human. And finally, before we take a break, number 10. Name the pop group. Finding Water in a Desert. So Finding Water in a Desert. Nope. That one. That one. Right, so that is all of your questions for the first part of the quiz. Beck will put a link up on our... Right, let's get into some answers there. Then let's find out how you all did. 30 questions, 30 answers. Started with a picture round. Here we go. Number 1. I'm hoping to sleep tonight. Name the company from this logo. It is Vodafone. Number 2, George Clooney, pictured here filming for which bread maker? It was Warburton's. I want to know who they've next got up, because they've had, what they have? Robert De Niro, George Clooney. They've had someone else as well. So who've they got up their next up their sleeve for the next one? Number 3, name the book. That's Peter Pan. Now, I was trying to work out how to get Tinkerbell in there as well, but then Tinkerbell had, and if I'd done that, you'd have had Peter Pan written in it, and it would have given it away. Sorry, but Peter Pan. number 3. Number 4, name the app. It is Facebook Messenger. Well played, Agatha Christie, well played. Number 5, which country does this lager originate from? It's Belgium. Number 6, who is this? That is David Dickinson. I had to turn the hue down on the picture. Number 7, what is this? It is an iPod. I know someone who's still got an iPod plugged in their car. Number 8, name the author. That's Beatrix Potter. Number 9, name the character. It's Simba. No, I'm definitely not a lion. I can't roar. I don't really have an angry or aggressive bone in my body unless I'm driving. And finally, number 10, who is this? That's Emmeline Pankhurst. Just to clarify, by the way, when I'm driving, I'm angry inside the car. I don't sort of jump out the car and get angry at other people. Entertainment then for you. Let's give you these. Number 1. According to the opening line of the song Killer Queen by Queen, where does she keep her Moët and Chandon? It's in her pretty cabinet. She keeps her Moët and Chandon in a pretty... Oh, never mind. Number 2. Which film completes the Cornetto trilogy? It's The World's End, Shaun of the Dead, then Hot Fuzz, then The World's End is number 3. Number 3, which TV show opened with the following lines? Space, the Final Frontier. It's Star Trek. Number 4, who teamed up with George Michael to form Wham? It's Andrew Ridgeley. Number 5, best picture at this year's Oscars was Coda, which stands for Child of Deaf Adults. I need to watch that. It is very, very good, I've been told. So I need to add that to the list. Number 6, which TV show's opening title sequence starts with a flyby of space, followed by a fast run-through of key moments in history, and ends with the main cast sat on a sofa eating? It's The Big Bang Theory. The 9% of you on Quiz Jockey went Simpsons. Beck also thought it was The Simpsons first off, and I think that's because of the sofa bit. But number 7, name the song. My boot scooting baby is driving me crazy. My obsession from a western. My dance floor date. It is 5, 6, 7, 8 by Steps. Someone in the Patreon Discord, so I think it was Vicky, said, "How do you not sing these?" Difficult. It is quite difficult. Number 8, who played Molly Jensen in the 1990 movie Ghost? It was Demi Moore. Number 9, Marcus Bentley was the narrator for which long-running reality TV show up until it was cancelled in 2018? It was Big Brother. I used to be able to do a very good impression of that. I'm not going to now because I like the people of Newcastle and I don't want to upset them. And number 10, Kevin Sim replaced Marty Pellow as the lead singer of which Scottish group? It was Wet, Wet, Wet. From Liberty X to Wet, Wet, Wet. Your cryptic questions, a lot of you seem to like these, which is good, so we'll revisit these again at some point. Number 1, an appliance. A small greeting will help you cook. It's a microwave. Small micro greeting wave. Number 2, if old items went on a trip, it is Antiques Roadshow. Number 3, aromatic substances combined with women is Spice Girls. Number 4, you'll find me guarding the Tower of London. It's Beefeater Gin. Number 5, oh, well done. Number 5, if a mafia boss was on wheels, it's Doncaster. I quite like. Number 6, an annual carnival or a British love story, it's Notting Hill. Number 7, if Andrew, David, George and Patrick teamed up to form a pop group, they would be called All Saints. I'll get me coat. Number 8, time to relax, unwind and wash away your troubles. I probably should have put a place to relax, unwind and wash away your troubles. But yeah, I think you got where I was going with it. So Bath is right for number 8. Number 9, F.E. Human, Iron Man. And number 10, Finding water in a desert oasis. So there we go, 30 questions done and dusted, 30 answers given. How have you got on so far? Tot your scores up and let us know, as you always do. How are you doing so far? Connection. Connections around tonight. There's no hidden twists or anything. So match your 9 answers and see what link you get. Here we go. Number 1. So Adam and Eve were expelled from which garden for eating the forbidden fruit? So Adam and Eve were expelled from which garden for eating forbidden fruit? It's not Monopoly. Number 2, AU. AU is the chemical symbol for which element? Hold, please. Have I put the wrong one up? Uh-oh. Nope, I have put the right one up. Phew. AU is the chemical symbol for which element? And just out of nowhere, I suddenly thought, uh-oh, I put the wrong one. No, I am right. We're good. Back in the room. Number 3, Iceland, Faroe Islands, and Trinidad and Tobago are in which ocean? So Iceland, Faroe Islands, and Trinidad and Tobago are in which ocean? Which island? Which ocean? Number 4, what Q describes a long, arduous search for something? So what Q describes a long, arduous search for something? Number 5, Woolworths was famous for what and mix? So Woolworths was famous for what and mix? Number 6, what is the first name of current Formula One world champion Verstappen? He carries on going the way he's going at the moment. He won't be the next world champion. But what is the first name of current Formula One world champion Verstappen? Number 7, what describes the day before today? So what describes the day before today? Number 8, what D describes an exciting, emotional, or unexpected event? So a fair amount of this in New York. But what D describes an exciting, emotional, or unexpected event? Number 9, what did Trigger call Rodney in Only Fools and Horses? So what did Trigger call Rodney in Only Fools and Horses? Sorry, drop me pen. And finally, number 10, what links them all together? So what links them all together? Sorry, I dropped my pen because I was trying to count something for a question in the final round, and I was just making sure I had my right answer. So we finish off then with general knowledge, 10 random questions for you to finish out, starting with this. Number 1, which of the 4 tennis Grand Slam tournaments is played on clay? Is it the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, or the US Open? So which of the 4 tennis Grand Slam tournaments is played on clay? Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, or the US Open? Number 2, complete the original name of the controversial card game. Cards Against what? So complete the original name of the controversial card game. Cards Against what? Didn't realise how many expansion packs there are for this said game as well. I stood in Target and there's just like a wall of them. Thought it was just a standard one. Turns out no. Number 3, Spamalot is a musical described as lovingly ripped off from which Monty Python movie? Spamalot is a musical described as lovingly ripped off from which Monty Python movie? Dun 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 dun. Train. Nobody on it. Number 4, what is the name of the Welsh football club owned by Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds? So what is the name of the Welsh football club owned by Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds? Number 5, how many of the top 10 tallest buildings in the UK are in London? So how many of the top 10 tallest buildings in the UK are in London? Question number 6. Who founded Amstrad in 1968? So who founded Amstrad in 1968? Question 7. Scott Morrison is the incumbent Prime Minister of which country? So Scott Morrison is the incumbent Prime Minister of which country? Question number 8. In which country would you find the Leonardo da Vinci Airport? So in which country would you find the Leonardo da Vinci Airport? Question number 9. Complete the name of the upmarket department store that was founded in 1707. It's called Fortnum and what? Your final question tonight. How many edges does a cube have? So how many edges does a cube have? Don't click that button, Jay. Don't click that button. Right, that is all. Got the questions on screen. Let's see how. I did a lot of you picked up on this connection towards the end. A lot of you got it on question 9, but here we go. Number 1, Adam and Eve were expelled from which garden for eating the forbidden fruit? It was Eden. I love it when people don't read the question. Adam and Eve were expelled from which garden? Yeah. Number 2, AU is the chemical symbol for which element? It is gold. Number 3, Iceland, Faroe Islands, and Trinidad and Tobago. In which ocean? It's North Atlantic. If you've put the Atlantic, I'll give you that. But North Atlantic is the... Yeah, but if you put Atlantic, it's fine. Atlantic's what I needed for the connection anyway. Number 4, what Q describes a long, arduous search for something? It is quest. I know, yeah. It's true though. It's so true. I'm trying to find something Audi when they move it. At least you know where the middle aisle is. I think that's where most people just head straight there. Number 5, Woolworths was famous for pick and mix. Number 6, what is the first name of current Formula One world champion? It's Max Verstappen. Now it's all gone up. Brilliant. Typical. Number 7, what describes the day before today? It's yesterday. Number 8, what D describes an exciting, emotional, or unexpected event? It's drama. Number 9, what did Trigger call Rodney in Only Fools and Horses? He called him Dave. So what links them all together? However you've written this, they are all TV channels. So however you've written that, if you've written TV or if you've written channels or, however you've written it, as long as it's got that kind of variation on it, you can have the point. General knowledge then to finish off. We went with this. Number 1, which of the 4 tennis Grand Slam tournaments is played on clay? It's the French Open. Australian Open and the US Open are played on the hard courts, and Wimbledon's played on grass. Number 2, complete the original name of the controversial card game, Cards Against Humanity. Number 3, Spamalot is a musical described as lovingly ripped off from which Monty Python movie? It's The Holy Grail. Number 5, what is the name of the Welsh football club owned by Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds? It's Wrexham. Number 5, how many of the top 10 tallest buildings in the UK are in London? There are 9. One of them is the number 10. So the top 9 are all in London. The 10th one is the Deansgate South Tower in Manchester. Number 6, who founded Amstrad in 1968? It was Alan Sugar. It stands for Alan Michael Sugar Trading. Number 7, Scott Morrison is the incumbent Prime Minister of which country? It's Australia. Number 8, in which country would you find the Leonardo da Vinci Airport? It is Italy. Number 9, complete the name of the upmarket department store that was founded in 1707. It's Fortnum and Mason. And finally, number 10, how many edges does a cube have? A cube has 12. So, how have you got on? 50 possible points. Some people have questioned question number 8 in the connections round and said although they put drama, they also had discovery, which is a very good point, and I will give you discovery because it does fit, because obviously there is the discovery channel. So if you have put discovery, I will give you the point for that, which is question 8 in the connections round. So I'll give you that. We've almost got through the whole quiz without a single question on New York. I'll finish with one. Tiebreaker question for you. From the ground to the top of the torch, how high in feet is the Statue of Liberty? So from the ground to the top of the torch, how high in feet is the Statue of Liberty? And from the angle that I saw, it was about that big. But remember, nearest to it gets the point. I'd love to know, like Mill Lane Mob got 49 out of 50. I would love to know who got the answer wrong that stopped you from getting a 50 out of 50. I have my suspicions, but I'll wait and see if they message. Right, your answer then is